Welcome to Learning Bites as we start to explore further in the drive sales culture. We're moving on from D, where we had to make certain decisions around the culture we wanted, the customers we want to serve, our points of difference. And we now move into R, and R stands for research. Once we know who we're best set up to serve, what it is that they buy from us and what that does for them, we can then start to target our efforts and our energies into finding more of those people, connecting with them, educating them around what it is we can do for them, and helping them along their journey to get more of what they want and need. And so one of the key elements as you start to create a culture where people are focused on driving sales as an entire organization is to make absolutely sure that you put the time, effort, and energy into doing the work ahead of putting the investment into phone calls and face-to-face meetings and proposals and all those things that are part of your sales process. So when we start to look at research, there are a couple of key things to be very, very clear on. Number one, where will you go and look for further information on the people who you're best set up to serve? Are there client surveys out there that you can read? Have you done a targeted customer profile? Do you have your ideal customer clearly laid out? Do you know what they watch, what they read, what they listen to, where they gather information? And what sort of news and tidbits and education and knowledge do they want, so that when you do reach out to them, you can talk to them in a way that they're actually going to be able to hear and listen. Because when we research well, we can break through the plethora of noise that is out there to actually connect with somebody in a very personal way. And so when we start to now move forward, the next key thing we want to be doing is, how will you do your research? Where will you do your research? Which team members will be involved in doing this research? And just as an aside, in terms of forming culture, please make sure that you also do the research with your team. Do you know what they like? What motivates them? What drives them? What stimulates them? How they learn? How they like to be managed? How they feel appreciated? Because people are so different, and when you can find out that kind of information about your team, it then helps your team to go and find out further information about your clients so that you can be best set up to serve them. When you get the work right, you get the culture right. So let's focus on researching to find out where we're best to invest our time, effort, and energy. Here's to your success. If any of this resonated with you and you'd like some help with it, do feel free to get in touch. Drop me an email at mike@thinkright.co.nz or 0272 987 523 or our website www.thinkright.co.nz.